Hi, welcome to Your World Explorer. I'm Mike Wells. I'm about to take you on a tour through my food forest. Alright, let's take a look here. Here's my protective screen. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need to keep this on here very much longer, but it's protecting my jackfruit. Those are just about maybe a couple months old, and they're doing good right now, so right there. Alright, let's go look over here. Have a bunch of flaming torch bromeliads that have already flowered. This is a huge patch of them. Coming in behind them, I'm going to be propagating some grocery store ginger right here. That's doing pretty good on its own. And then some spiraling ginger right there. Those are looking pretty good. Doing their own thing. Over here we have let's see, these are the acorn squash. They're kind of growing slowly right now, but I suspect that's because it's hot and they need a little cooler weather to do better. So we'll see what happens. Here's the trellis system I built for them. Let's go over here and check out my cashew apple trees. Now these things are doing okay. The ones that are closer to the big oak tree over here, they don't get as much sun, so they're a little more stunted, I would say. But these ones over here are doing pretty good. They're out in the full sun all day. I gotta tell you, these cashew apples love the sunshine. There's no question. As you can tell, there's a big difference between the ones that are closer into the shade and the ones that are out in the sun. Big difference in size. I can't wait for these to fruit. There was one over at the corner of my property on that side over there that did some fruiting this year earlier, but it was definitely premature. What do we got here? This is the Seminole pumpkin. Now these things seem to be taking their sweet time. I was told that they grow like weeds here in Florida, but I haven't experienced that kind of growth yet. So again, trellising system. We'll see what happens. Here we go. This is a macadamia nut tree. This is a smaller one. It's kind of taking its time. Where else do we want to go? Let's go over here under the oak trees. Now this understory is where I like to keep my Dioscorea alata yam vines. This is just an experiment right now with these strings. The expectation is that when these things start to really grow, which this one looks like it's about to start shooting, when these things start to really grow, they'll just grab onto these strings and grow up the trees. So I've got another one here. Trying to figure out where this one is. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. And then another there. And one more down there. Let's get out of here and we will go check out some other stuff we've got growing. What did I do over here? I've got into the those are mulberries. Mulberry trees. Started them from just little clippings, cuttings. And I took and transplanted about 3 to 4 per location, just to see, because I expect at least 1 or 2 or, many of them to die due to the transplant. So we'll see how many survive. What's going on over here? All right, it's mid-October, and we have in the understory, that is okra, cantaloupe. They're kind of just hanging around on the ground right now. It's really weird. Looks like something came along and probably chewed on them a little bit or trampled on them. Either that or they're just so delicate right now that the rain beat them up real bad. Watermelon. These will probably do okay. And some pumpkins. Just regular old orange pumpkins. Can't wait to see what those do. Alright, let's go over here. We'll check out some apple trees. Got the golden Dorset apples. They're starting to look pretty healthy. Then you got the red apples. Had to hide those from the rabbits. Some more red apples in here. There's another one. And another one over there. Again, protecting them from the rabbits. What do we have over here? We have a jackfruit. Two to be exact. I like to try to fight the good fight in numbers, and you know, I can always remove, but it's really challenging to add when it comes to different fruit trees. More mulberries. Here's an Anna apple tree. Here's another golden Dorset. And I have some citrus growing down here. These are just probably sour orange. So we'll see how they do. More mulberries over here. Just planted these over here. These are the passion fruit. Once they start to take, I want to kind of tie some string here and here on some nails and get them to go up my tree and form a canopy. So I'll produce a trellis system here, and then all the way back this way, and we can get that canopy going. Also, these are bottle gourds. They seem to be doing all right now. Doing well in the understory. Pretty satisfied with what I see there. Here's my shade test for corn. Bunch of corn coming out of the ground. So we'll see what they do over here. They don't seem to be doing too well in the sun. I probably don't have the right cultivar for that. This cultivar here is the sweet potato. It's a Tainan 64 variety, and this one was just purchased at the grocery store. All of which are doing okay. The Tainan 64 seem to be doing really well. And this is in the understory too. So I only get full sun for a small portion of the day. Here's some more citrus. I just planted my lemon tree there. Let's go look at some of the older fruit bearers on the property. Yeah, you know what that is. It's the blueberry bush. It's a southern high bush variety. And this is a different one. I forget what this is called. But they're over here doing good on their own. Here's the Understory Garden. It's just one big test, really. Got spinach growing in here. I know you can't tell because well, it just rained and they're probably all covered up in sand particles. Got the broccoli here. Green beans. Some romaine in here. I'm not really seeing a whole lot going on with that yet. Carrots. Cabbage. And peas. Now I put all these old branches over here so to give the peas something to grab onto, and this seems to be working. I want them to climb into that and it'll give them plenty of support. Got more blueberry bushes over here. It's a mixture of types. Let's go over here. What else do we have going on? We have the avocado tree here. It's a Florida avocado. It's doing all right. Seems to get a little bit sunburnt. That's what happens in the summertime for some reason. The sun here is just really crazy on all the plants and trees. Got some scallions. Grocery store bought. We chopped off the tops, used them for recipes, and then we stuck the root ball into the ground, and now we have plenty of scallions for as long as these want to grow. Got some jalapenos and some green peppers. I'm not sure which is which yet, except for when they fruit bear. So obviously this is a jalapeno, because there's your fruit. There's your jalapeno. Here's a bunch of tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and cherry tomatoes, bearing some fruit right there. They do well out here in Florida sun. Now these here are doing all right. They're called running onions. Over here I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this space, because everything I tried to grow over here just got torched. Look at this. My asparagus. It's doing well. I want to see it produce some seeds. That way I can propagate it further and rapidly. This was a corn experiment. Really isn't too impressive. You see the little ears of corn over here. Really microscopic. Can't say I'm excited, but it certainly is interesting. Over here we have a bunch of pomegranates. They're growing right out into the yard. They got one pomegranate, the first pomegranate. They haven't really bore any fruit. That's the first one you see over there. So I really wonder, I think it's probably malnourished over here. So what I'll probably do going forward is mulch this, because they seem to like water. So I'm going to go ahead and mulch this area, and it'll also provide them some nutrients. Here's our Barbados cherry tree. This thing's doing pretty good. This is several years old now. Here's our pineapple patch. This is going to produce a lot of pineapples this year coming. Look at this. These are big. Really big, except for this one. This one died, and it's coming back. This is the tallest one. Cashew apple. And now let's go over here. I'll show you the best macadamia nut tree that we have. Right there. That one's doing pretty good. This year it really put on some height. So I'm excited to see what it does within the next few years here. We've got some starfruit trees. This is an orange starfruit, so it's supposed to be sweeter. More starfruit right there. More starfruit. More starfruit. This is the oldest one. Still hasn't bore any fruit. None of them have. Soon though. Here's some Thai 964 sweet potatoes out in the full sun. Clearly they're not as pretty looking as the ones in the understory. So let that take a mental note. Look at this over here. These are Loofah Gourds. And you can see the difference between the male flower set right here, right there, and then the female flower set right there. The loofah gourd is under the female flower set. So that's pretty cool. And here's my trellising system. I've already built the canopy for this, as you can tell. So hopefully they do something, because I want to grow some gourds. Oh, yard-long beans. I've let some of these beans mature and dry out on the vine. And then up here it seems to be producing well still, but down here it seems to be getting sun parched. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's disappointing to see that. So going forward, I'm going to have to do some research and figure out what to do to get these to grow healthier and stronger. Because I thought they did well in Florida and didn't need a whole lot of attention, but apparently that's not true. Look at this over here. I did this just a couple of months ago. Set these in here and tied them. But that's, yes, you guessed it, dragon fruit. And they're growing. This over here these are the zucchini that are being chewed on by a worm that's hiding right in there. Look at this. Look at that. Look at him. He's about to be crushed. Horrible, guys. They'll chew up your entire thing, your entire stock. They'll just emaciate your progress. Horrible. Well, I think that's it for right now. Constantly working on stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff going on in the patio area of the pool deck, but we'll get that to another day. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Have a good day.